What's up, y'all? It's Lil Raj here at Life of Lil Raj, back with another video for you guys today. So before we begin, I hope all you guys had a fantastic holiday season. I enjoyed your holiday season and New Year. Happy 2024 to everyone. Wishing you all the best of luck this year. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into our models today. So today we'll have a double unboxing of the Boeing 737. These are two different house liveries. I know I've only seen this one in video games, I believe. The simulator games, I haven't seen it in real life. I tried like Googling pictures, didn't see much aside from simulation screenshots. And then here we have these 737-400 livery. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching here. We'll complete our checklist, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's prepare for takeoff. So go ahead and start with our 737-200 model. So this one is by 400 Aviation or Aviation 400. So here we can see that there's a little preview of the model. It's not a flap or anything, but you can preview the model. This model also comes with a stand. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's a little bit difficult to see, but looking at the front here, so we have the Boeing trademark, officially licensed, the 1:400 scale, 737-200 diecast collectible model. And here at the top it says not suitable for children under 14 years of age. And then this box kind of matches the livery of the aircraft with the red stripe going through, or like the cheat line going through. But moving along to the back of the aircraft here, we have some information here. So you can see it shows a CGI picture of the aircraft as well. And since it's a house livery, you can see it says Boeing 737. It's not specific to a certain airline or anything like that. We also have our choking hazards. So here, interestingly, it doesn't start with English, just the first. A warning. So sorry for you all British people or people from the UK or Americans or USA people, that it's not first. But yeah, here we just have specification, colors, and contents may vary from illustration. And then your collectible model not suitable for children under 14 years of age. We have more stuff in a different language here. And then right under the CGI print, it just mentions the airline, which just says Boeing, and then the model, so Boeing 737-200, and then the registration, which is November 760V. Moving along, so looking at the top of the box here, it just basically mentions descriptions of the aircraft, or like basically the promotional stuff: realistic diecast collectible model, authentic printed graphics, highly decorative, and an excellent quality. Looking at the left side of the box, there's a barcode and the item number, though I did buy this from Airliners International, so this is probably different from the price I paid for. Like, I didn't need to use this barcode, I just bought it off someone from Airliners International. So here we have the pricing here, and then it listed here. I think it's kind of interesting here. It says 737-100, and they but on the box it says 737-200. Like, if we look here, it says 200, but whoever was selling this wrote it incorrectly. And the price is $80, but since this is from Airliners International and I bought a whole bunch of models from this one person, I believe they were able to give me like a price a lot less than this. So with that being said, we can look at the bottom of the box here. We have another barcode here with the item number as well. So it looks like it's a different item number. So it's probably been bought and resold several times. You can see it was made in China, and then there's the stats here, specifications. So the length is 94 feet, wingspan is 93 feet, height is 36 feet and 10 inches. The maximum weight is 128,100 pounds. The maximum landing weight is 107,000 pounds. And then the max fuel it can hold is 5,160 US gallons. And then you have the description of the engines as well. So go ahead, unboxing the model now. We'll open her up here. We have the stand taped to the bottom here, and then we have the model here. Set her down. So this model, I guess, is tail heavy, as you can see. Doesn't take them, or maybe not. I just said maybe a little bit tail heavy. Not the worst. And here we have the stand here. So I'm not gonna take the stand out since I usually don't use stands for the 1/400 scale models I have here. But there's two parts here, two pieces. So like the base is at the front, and then here's the little standy part where the plane will sits on. So now we can take a closer look at the model here. If the camera will focus, you can start at the left side towards the front. So here we have our cockpit window, and then we have where it has the eyebrow windows above, and then you can see the mark for like the darker part for the nose right in front of the cockpit windows. We have our red, or it kind of looks orange in the camera, but looking from the human eye, it looks red. So let me change the lights in the background to white so you can see it a little bit better, the realistic color. So you can see it's more red, even though on camera it looks like it has a little bit of an orange hue to it. So we have our L1 door, and then we have the Boeing 737, and then we have an exit going off the wings, and then we can look at the wings, the detail here. So not a lot of detail here, it's just different colors here. On the camera you can kind of see like the indentations, but they're very faint, same as looking at the human eye, or we're using the human eye to look at it. There is detail here. The camera doesn't want to focus too much, but you can kind of see how right near the exit there's a little bit of detail there with like the arrows guiding passengers off the wing in case of an emergency. There's decent detail of the engines for this 200 series, I guess. And then moving along to the back, we have here our registration number. So we have the November 7560V. So I don't know why the camera, it always acts up whenever it's supposed to focus, but here you guys can see it fairly clearly. And then moving along, we have the L3 door at the back, and then on the tail we have like continuation of that, like the red lines on the tail at the front of the tail, and then the 737 and the white on the back of the tail. And you can see the decent indentations of the parts of the tail in the back. So looking at the rear of the aircraft, we have the horizontal stabilizers. So there's difference in colors, but it's very hard to see any indentations of the different parts and such like that. You can see like they're different colors, but there's no markings, and the indentations you get to look like super close. So I know the camera's not gonna want to focus too much, but like looking at the human eye, you can barely see it unless like you have it like only like less than half a foot away from your face. So moving along to the right side here, we have pretty much almost mirrored with your additional features like the cargo hatches and the doors for the cargo hatches and stuff like that. Also a few different instruments as well. You can kind of see with that chrome underbody, but nothing too much else to add there. And then moving to the front, so there's no detail really except for the red light that's kind of painted on the top. It's not anything sticking out or like a little jewel that sticks out. There's also no antennas at the top, so this model is kind of like a more simple model. I guess the reason why it was like marked up so much is because it's an older model and it's kind of rare. But moving along, now we can look at the under body of the aircraft here. So there's not too much detail, it's just the chrome undercarriage and like the under part of the fuselage, and you kind of can see here like the landing gears and stuff like that. Not too much detail here, nothing else is painted on. There's a hole for the stand that I showed you guys earlier, and then we have the 400 Aviation logo as well. And then looking at the wings here, you can kind of see the indentations as well. The markings aren't clear, but the indentations are somewhat clear. You can kind of see it from a distance. So with that being said, I'll let you guys get a view from all the angles now. So we can start from the front. So here we have the front, and then from the viewing from the left side of the aircraft, and then from the back, and then from the right, and there we have the 737 house livery for the, or it's basically Boeing 737-200. So next up we have the Boeing 737-400 model. So this one here, we have our basic box, so you can see it says Boeing, has the Boeing logo there, 1:400 scale. Looking at the back, we have a nice picture of a Boeing 737, and in here it's a little bit difficult to see, but there's the warning for the choking hazard for children under 14 years. And then you can see it's made in China. And then looking at the top here, so it says Boeing 737-400, and it shows a little preview here, and then the registration is Boeing and 737-00, and I believe that's the item number there, so that's where it says 202106. Looking at the left side of the box, it's just your Boeing logo again with the 1:400 scale, and then same on the right side. Looking at the bottom, it's similar to the top, so we have like the Boeing icon, and then here we have a preview and like a CGI print of the aircraft, and then the price tag here, so $40. But like I've mentioned already, paid a little bit less since I was able to bargain at Airliners International. So opening up the box here, there she is, all in chrome. See if we can open her up without too much of a struggle here. Zoom in for you guys. So this model looks pretty good so far, in my opinion. I like it a lot. I'm already kind of falling in love with it, but this is the house livery for the 737-400, so we'll go ahead and start at the front. So we got our cockpit windows, and the lighting here is difficult to see because of the reflections, so you can kind of see, it's very difficult to see like with human eyes, since this model is kind of like a smaller one compared to like the wide body aircraft. But we have our windows going along here. We have the cheat stripes as well, so it's like a red, white, and blue cheat stripe. This chrome is interesting because it looks similar to like the American Airlines chrome, where you have like the white nose in front and then like the color scheme with the chrome and the other colors. But here we have versus Boeing 737-400 or L1 door here, and then you can kind of see different details here. So here I believe are like some of the airlines who are going to purchase the 400 and different sponsors and such. You can see that below the cheat lines or the cheat stripes, and then you can see the cheat stripes and like the stripes and like the lines also go on the engines, which look really cool. And then we have our exits over the wings, so there's a decent detail here. You can see like the arrows for the emergency exits guiding the passengers off in an emergency, and then there's decent detail on the wings here. You can see like the indentations, fairly easy on camera as well as like with the naked human eye. And then moving along, this one isn't as tail heavy as the other model, but we have the door back here. We have the registration as well. So here is November 73700, and towards the back we have our tail where the cheat line goes up, and then the 737 on the tail in blue. Looking at the back of the aircraft here, so we have decent to good detail here. The APU as well as like the horizontal stabilizers, the indentations are fairly easy to see. Nothing much more to be said there. Looking at the right side, you can see the cargo hatches pretty easily, and then more of the sponsors. And then moving to the front here, so we got good detail here, or decent detail. We got like several or like at least one antenna sticking out, and then there's some different icons here. It's a little bit difficult to or not too difficult to see, but it's chrome, so it doesn't stick out as much. But this doesn't seem to have, or no, never mind. The red light is a little bit difficult to see. It took me a while to find it. It's hard to see with the naked eye, but if we bring it close to the camera and angle it a certain way where the light doesn't like block it or reflect badly, you can see the red dot for the red light. So looking at the bottom of the model here, we have more decent to good detail here. So you can see there's paint of like different details on the underbody of the nose gear and like instruments, and you have antennas sticking out. The red lights are easy to see on the underbody here since it's not that chrome color. It has the detail of like the same colors like the underneath of the wings. We got another antenna that sticks out here, and then we have detail here of like the part that's used in the event of tail strikes and stuff like that. So now I'll let you guys get a decent view of it from all angles now. So here we have it from the left side. And from the aft of the aircraft, or the back of the aircraft. And then from the right side of the aircraft. And then from the front of the aircraft. And back here. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Here we have the house liveries. So these were from Airliners International, which I purchased. This is the second to last video that I'll do on Airliners International. I have one more model from Airliners International, and then we'll be finished with the series for 2023. Now my OCD is going to kind of annoy me since I'm posting the last video in 2024 for AI 2023, but schedules are tough. Sometimes it's tough to push out content on a scheduled basis. I've been traveling a lot, been out of town, but now I'm back, so hopefully I can get these videos pushed out for you guys. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.